Hey guys, Adrian here from digitaldojos.com, and I am bringing the What's My iPhone series over here to Digital Dojos. As the title entails, it's simply a look at what's on my current iPhone at the time, and I'll try to update this periodically when stuff changes, from apps, jailbreak tweaks, non-jailbreak tweaks, and I'm going to be writing up a post corresponding to this with all links to sources, etc., so you can download some of them. You may find it useful just to see the way my phone and my workflow works, my workflow on my phone works, I should say, all that good stuff, and maybe even some universal apps. Maybe you're on Android and stuff like that. You may just find something useful. So this is a look on what's on my iPhone. I want to jump right into it here so I don't waste too much time, and I just want to kind of breeze through this. I want to keep these more concise so you can just give a brief description of the apps and stuff like that so you can check it out. Anyways, let's start off with a lock screen. This is my iPhone 5 32GB version. The lock screen is a jailbroken, and it's iOS 6, I should say, jailbroken. The lock screen is a lock screen called Typography 5, Typo 5. It is a third-party lock screen, and it's just really minimal, and that's the whole occurring theme throughout my phone. Just really simple. As you can see in the home screen here, it is running a theme called MIUI. It's a very popular Android skin brought over to iOS by some third-party developers on Cydia, so you can check that out as well. Really awesome, clean icons here. You can see I'm running 3 icons. No text, that's the way I like it, really minimal style, and that's all done through a tweak called Springtimize, which I'll get into here. I've even shrunken the icons. I just like everything on one page, simple for me to get to. All right, first up icon, very simple. That's the camera app. I mean, that's just something that everybody has handy, and you just want I just like it in the corner because it's easy to access. Next up, the calendar icon is just here just so I can reference a date. Next up, that third icon is a Cydia icon. I don't really like the icon, to be honest. I need to replace that, but it's just a Cydia icon, and I go in there frequently to adjust tweaks. Photos, pretty basic enough. I mean, you got your photo gallery and all that. Next up is an app called Good Habits. It's a free application. If you're looking to start up certain habits here, you set it up. You tell it the day you want to do certain things, and if you do it, you simply tap it. And you simply just tap it, and it marks it. I gotta do it myself. There you go. Tap it right there, the little checkbox if you've done it. And if you do it 30 days in a row, then you formed a habit. Really cool, simple application. Next up is Task Paper. This is a paid application, just a really powerful text editor. You can set up folders and documents here. You can see I just have my to-do list on here, and it handles really cool stuff. I have like my finance logs and all that sort of stuff ran through Task Paper, and it syncs back with my desktop version of Task Paper. So really clean, really simple, but again, really efficient in terms of the advanced features it has. TweetDeck, and without going into my timeline here because I don't want to expose you to anything that I'm not responsible for what the Twitter followers will post. But anyways, this is TweetDeck. I use it for my Twitter. I recently just got it for that one feature that you could mute people, keywords, and hashtags, which I need to set up. Really awesome. You can just see that again, that UI is really clean. I like it. It's just a really awesome way to use Twitter. And if you're willing, again, to spend $3, it is totally worth it for a better Twitter experience. Next up, Instagram. It's probably one of my favorite social networks. It's the main network I'm always spending time on. You can see I have a pretty big following on here. I post my purchases from watches, other items like that I find interesting, and stuff like that. So if you want to follow me, Instagram.com/KidGuru. Definitely looking for some more people to follow myself. Evernote, to be honest, this is an app I always say I'm going to use, but I never really do use. It's a way to remember everything, and just a great way to take notes of anything. Pictures, it does OCR, simple text, video, audio, all this crazy. Actually, I don't know if it does video, but it does audio for sure. It's just a way to remember everything and store everything. And the great thing about Evernote is cross-platform, works literally on every platform, on every OS, and it works on the web. So that's Evernote. Flipboard, best way, in my opinion, to read news stories. Quick, easy, just a really clean interface. And again, one of those things I open up every morning along with Twitter, Instagram, and my email. Now, the 4 folders here are represented by icons because, again, these are just things I want to have nestled away and I don't necessarily use all the time. The first one is my work folder here with the money icon, as you can see. That is storing in it Dropbox application, Gmail, just 2 generic apps I use a lot for work, obviously. Community Bank, that's my banking provider here, one of them. 365, that's just the reminders application stock for iOS. Squarespace application I use primarily for checking up on my website stats. PayPal, which they've recently redesigned it looks really nice. That's the PayPal transaction application. Simple Note, I've done various videos on that. Really easy way, replaced essentially the notes application for me. IFTT, if this then that, you can just set up automated recipes. I've done videos on this, really cool. For example, I have one, if it's going to rain in my location, then if it's going to rain the next day, then it emails me right away. Pocket Cast is a paid podcast reader, which I haven't really updated recently, but just a really easy way, really great way to listen to your podcast all in one application. My social networking folder, to be honest, like I said, outside of Instagram and Twitter, I don't touch much of these, but I do have some of them. YouTube, repost days for app.net. Facebook application, I don't use too much because Facebook is Facebook. Snapchat, I have one person, one of my close friends who I Snapchat since they went to college, and that's literally about it. Kick is a way for me to message people, instant messaging kind of, or like texting, who are on Android. And really, that's, I mean, iOS users can get it too, but that's primarily what I use it for. Viber, I don't use so much. I recently just got that app just for my family who is abroad. And the last one is Blue Alien, which allows me to waste tons of time on Reddit. All right, moving on, the health and fitness folder. This stores apps like Photocracy, which is a cool way if you want to get socially into like working out and all that stuff. It's great encouragement, cool stuff like that. Runkeeper, very similar, but it's just not really social. It is a social platform, but it allows you to track your runs, your walks, your bicycling, all that sort of stuff. So that kind of cardio sort of workouts can all be tracked with Runkeeper. Luminosity, it's an app you kind of run every day, and I haven't been doing it, but it does brain workouts. It's really cool. It works your cognitive skills, like your memory and stuff like that. So it's a really great way if you're into that sort of stuff, enhancing that sort of stuff. Really awesome free application. Day One, a simple Web 2.0 journaling app or diary app. Really cool, really beautifully designed. Last but not least, you have the utilities folder here, which has generally all of my stock applications that I don't really use or just need at a reference. Other than that, it has things like Magic Jack, Display Recorder, Filmic Pro, and InstaSize. All right, so that in the dock you have general icons, phone, messaging, mailbox.app, where I have a lot of unread email that I need to clean out. Launch Center Pro allows me to access stuff quickly that you commonly see, like music, for example. It's on the home screen or the App Store. This just allows me a way to save space on icons. I just click it and then jump right into it just by clicking it like that. All right, Chrome is my browser of choice. Going to settings here to go to the very bottom, you can see my tweaks down here. Really simple stuff. I'm just gonna go through them really quick. Hooks Law allows me to do this quick kind of animation here, so you can see how it's much faster on here. 3D board is a way to get parallax effect on iOS 6. To be honest, I don't use that too much. I just use that for video. Barrel gets you that cool kind of swiping when you swipe between pages, but I only have one page animation. Clock hide hides clock. Display recorder allows you to record the display, though that's not currently what I'm using. I'm using AirPlay to do that. Music HUD allows me to see the HUD when I volume meter here. It usually shows a picture, but this theme doesn't allow it to. Album art, I should say. NC settings allows me to see notification center settings. Password Pilot stores your password for your iTunes, so you don't have to constantly keep on retyping it. Super useful for me because I download a ton of apps for my work. Springtomize, the app that allows me to control everything and customize everything from the icon size to the rows, all that crazy stuff. Subtle Lock just makes that lock screen it hides a lot of stuff. Winterboard is the obviously utility jailbreakers use to set up themes. And that, guys, is my iPhone. So that's what's on my iPhone for the month of October. Hope you guys enjoyed. Love to see your own guys's. So if you have your own lock screens, Android, iOS, etc., go ahead and feel free to post them below. Hey guys, again, thanks for watching, and to show your gratitude and support, it's as simple as clicking that thumbs up button if you appreciate the video, and of course, if this is your first time subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed, you can check out my previous video by clicking on the annotation, and of course, my social network links, and head over to digitaldojos.com for more of my content. I will catch you all in the next video.